Welcome, my love. Welcome inside Awaken to your voice. Yay! So nice to see you. Hello, queens. Hello. Just wanted to take some time to see the rest of the women join us, but I know that some of them are not gonna make it to the live session. So I would just say, let's go and let's kick off. And the rest of the women who are supposed to be here live will join us when the time is right for them. So, my love, I'm so honored to kick off this space with you, this 7 day challenge. I am so excited that you felt the call, that you said yes to this journey, which is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of like a deep and profound awakening that goes so beyond our voice, that goes so beyond what our minds can even comprehend. The work that we're going to be leaning into here is something that will have a positive impact in literally all areas of our life. And I include myself because I know that as we are going through this transformation, I am getting transformed alongside all of you. And I'm on this journey and I'm leaning in just like you will be doing. And I know that transformation is assured for literally all of us. So I am excited to embark on this journey. And I am just so honored that you chose this space and that you chose doing this work and leaning into voice, which is something that I know all of us have experienced so many resistances on and so much repression on as well. So, the work that we're going to be leaning into and doing here is something that goes beyond even ourselves and our stories. It's something that even will have an impact on our ancestors, our lineage, and all the future generations to come because it is that profound, it is that deep. And I'm just getting the goosebumps because literally this goes so beyond ourselves and even our missions. So thank you for saying yes to yourselves. Thank you for saying yes to your voice, to your authentic expression, to your unique codes, because I truly believe that this is how we heal the planet, just by leaning into these unique codes that each one of us are here to share and expand and be an embodiment of. This is how we truly heal the world, just by becoming this most authentic version of ourselves that shows up unapologetically, that shares this truth that only you hold in your heart and no one else. When you sing your song, right? And like this code, this magic that you are here to share with the world and no one else, no one else. So I just wanted to sort of like open the space with this message so we can all as well like anchored how profound and how deep and how healing is the work that we are committing to do now for the length of 7 days, and that I am so excited to guide you through. So celebrating all of you who are in and all the women that couldn't make it here. I know there's many women that are going to be watching the replay, so know that you are here in the quantum field with us, and thanking you as well for saying yes to this journey and to saying yes to being held in this space and being guided by my own guidance, which of course it just doesn't even come from myself. This is like I'm just being a channel here. I'm being a channel in the same way that we all are being channels constantly in our lives, no? And the work that we're going to be doing as well will have a lot to do with as well opening up the energetic centers so we can become more of a channel for the world, for our clients, for the people that we love, and for ourselves. So my loves, before we dive deep into really like creating this ceremonial space today, tapping with the voice, tapping with the intentions, I would like to read you on the chat. How are you today? How are you feeling? I can see Leah is having breakfast. Love that. We're just joining from like different parts of the world here. So I know that a lot of people will be tapping into this transmission at very different sort of like spaces. So feel free to drop in the chat. How are you feeling today? What is alive within you? What is it that you're feeling in your body? If you've just woken up, how are you feeling that the energy of the day is? If you've already had like a long day, how is it feeling in the body? What are the sensations? What is present for you? What is alive? So Leah sharing, just came back from my yoga class. What a wonderful way to start the day. Feeling super activated and happy. Amazing. Yes, that's the best day to really start tapping into voice and start opening the channel and becoming more of a divine instrument. So I'm really happy that yeah, you got this space to tap into the body, because in the end when we start leaning into work, we realize that there's so much somatics involved in the way that we express ourselves and we use our voice. So always keeping in check, how is the body feeling? What is the posture like? What is the breath that's present today? And always like cultivating this self-awareness is so key and so important and so relevant as well to awaken to your voice and to your magnetism and your expression. Just reconnected with a friend after 5 years. A lot of talking. Amazing. So you've been activating your voice already. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. And I'm sure that you will be bringing a lot of codes on, yeah, expression as well after being activating the throat chakra for so long, right? Because thank you for sharing, lovelies. So, when we start tapping into voice and we start really committing to this journey of awakening to your true voice, what you realize is that the work that we're doing here, that we're going to be committing to do for the length of 7 days, is actually something that goes so beyond what a lot of people could think, which is just a physical voice. No, what we're talking about here is to really expand more of our expression, expand the way in which we show up in our relationships, in the way that we create these conversations with our clients, in the way that we articulate our message and our mission with the world, our way to express our love or our boundaries or our needs to the loved ones that exist already in our lives. No, it has this like holistic sense of it. And the magic is that when you start committing to unleash more of your authentic voice, you're going to start seeing this ripple effect being created in all the areas that require for you to express yourself and communicate and use your voice. Like, this is a ripple effect that naturally happens. And this is why I'm so passionate about teaching vocal practice, because I myself realized the potency that is unleashed once you start using the voice consciously to activate the different energetic centers, to actually clear out the channel from any limiting beliefs, any blockages that may be repressing my expression. And that has a natural impact, positive impact in the way that then I also like build these relationships, in the way that I sing, I express myself. And that is like the most magnetic thing that exists. No, when you're in this flow of really discovering your voice and allowing yourself to express yourself without filters or without watering down your magic or your message. There's so many layers to this. And this is why I'm so excited to be on this journey, because throughout the 7 days, we're going to be diving deep into all things related with voice. So we will have the chance to go into the depth of our psyche as well and do this sort of like scan on what programming exists, even if it's in a very subconscious level, that maybe there's some sort of like in sneaky ways sometimes conditioning as well the way in which you show up, the way in which you express yourself, or on the other side of the spectrum, in the way that you repress yourself, because that is like, it's the same energy. Your capacity to express yourself is just your capacity to show yourself vulnerably in your radiance, in your power. And there's like so many parts of our psyche, of our ego, that try to protect us from actually showing our uniqueness because of fears of many different natures that may have been encoded in the way that you develop your own identity or develop your own way of showing up in your world and expressing yourself. So we're going to be diving deep into doing that work and really like creating the safe space for us to dive deep into this sort of like part which is a little bit more subconscious, the darkest parts and corners of our psyches that if we don't make conscious and we don't like shed light on them, they may be conditioning as well somehow the way in which we are also creating and manifesting in our lives. So that is the work that we're going to be doing alongside, of course, like a lot of like fun and challenging practices that we are going to be leaning into. So, there's going to be like this beautiful balance between playing and getting playful and just playing with our expression and our voice, and really expanding our capacity to use our voices and our expression, and then also doing the deep reprogramming work at a subconscious level that is still running the show on a very unconscious level. And I know that all of you know already how it works and how profound this is. So I'm very excited to dive deep into this and embark on this journey, my loves. So before we start, and of course, we start activating a little bit like the intentions and everything that we desire to expand during this journey of 7 days together. My desire is, as always, to open the space with some singing. So I'm gonna be inviting here to sing along with me. This is a very beautiful song that I don't know if you will know, but it was written by Sam Garrett, and he's an amazing. Leah said yes. He's an amazing singer and creates beautiful medicine songs. And every time that I lean into his work and his songs, it's like a sort of like it's medicine for the soul, and it really connects you with something very profound about the earth and about your voice, and it's always so beautiful. So I really felt the desire to today open the space and just start activating a little bit of our voices and start creating the field, the energetic field, because what we're going to be doing in the end is just cultivating an energetic field, not only amongst us and like sharing the journey together with the accountability and the support that we're going to get from each other, but also the energetic field that we are committing to cultivate in our own body every single time that we use our voice and create a thought and create a word and create some sort of expression, right? So it's all going to be about really tapping into the energetics of our voice. And I'm going to be sharing a lot about that. And we're going to be sharing a lot of reflections and leaning into that work. So Leah, I was at his concert a couple of months ago. It's lovely. Yes, I met him actually in August in Catalonia, and it was such a beautiful experience just getting to be in his space. And he's just like poetry, like he's like the embodiment of poetry, of soul poetry, and it was very magical. It was very magical. And since then, like even more, his music has been present, and it's been so beautiful. And I'm gonna be sharing here on the screen. This is like a mantra, really. So you can also tap into this, like really connecting with what is the power of mantra, which is in the end, like the repetition of certain vibrations and certain words that have already like a frequency, and just like doing it in a very introspective way, like tapping into your body, closing your eyes, and really like feeling as well what is coming up with you every time that you also repeat these words and you use the melody that I'm going to be showing you now. So it's all about really just like feeling in your body and like concentrating in the frequencies and the energy that this is emanating right through your voice and through your expression without mind. Like you just follow the words and then follow the melody, and we can sing along. Okay, let me just drink some water. By the way, if you don't have water, I totally recommend you have some, because we're going to be singing quite a lot today. So activating our voices and our expression. So definitely invitation to grab a glass of water if you don't have one already. Otherwise, feel free to go and grab one whenever you need it. So, oh my God, there's Anna as well joining here. Yay! Hello, Anna, beautiful. Welcome. I'm so excited. Yeah. Thank you for being here, my love. So we were just sort of like setting the tone a little bit for today's opening ceremony. And literally you joined when we were about to use our voice and start tapping into into the joy of singing. So literally you joined on time, right on time, as always. So this is the lyrics that we're gonna be repeating again. Like this is like a very beautiful medicine song. So I recommend you to just like drop into the body, like feel into the vibrations of these words, the melody, and really like allow the song to come through you. Like you don't have to force it, you don't have to think about it. Just like let yourself feel it and really dive deep into the vibrations of these frequencies. So I'm gonna be singing it first. If you don't know the song, it's called Mama by Sam Garrett, and it goes the following way. Our Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. You can sing along with me. Take a deep breath through the nose, inflating your belly. And let's go together. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Let's go! Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. One more time. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. One more time, come on. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Hands on top of the heart. Feeling into the song, feeling into the vibrations. And now very slowly we're gonna be singing it once again. Try to just remember the words. If you don't remember them, close your eyes and just create the melody and start feeling the frequency in your body. Take a deep breath through the nose, inflating your belly. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, fire is my spirit. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Yeah, now yes. Now we're in the space. Now we're in the space. I can already feel the vibration in my body. Let me know how did that feel? What came up for you? How is your body, your voice feeling now, right now that you like connected with your heart, connected with the vibrations of your sound, and allowed yourself to connect with this loving frequency of music and these loving words. It was like a remembrance. Beautiful. It was uplifting. Literally, my body, chills and tears. So good. They did this. It gets to be so easy. It gets to be so freaking easy. Just literally creating 2 minutes of our time to lean into a song that like uplifts us and connects us with love and connects us with like our heart and helps us remember our nature, right? I am so happy that all you are here. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Amazing. Thank you so much for leaning into this. May this be a like a reminder that you literally just have to set an intention and create intentional space for you to remember that you are this channel, that you are here to use your voice, that you are a divine instrument for healing, and that your voice has this power to literally shift your whole body, and not only your physical body, but like your emotional body, your energetical body, your ethereal body, your unconscious body, your mental body, like all of it, because this is the magic of voice. When you tap into the instrument that it truly is, and you awaken to all the memory that like your body holds, like literally you start becoming this conscious creator of your own reality, because you remember that you have this power. Like you always have this power to shift whatever you're feeling, to shift whatever limiting belief about your expression, or what is possible for you, like to shift whatever that you decide not to magnetize into your life. You start working with the frequency, and that is the power of working with voice. Like it works directly with the frequency that you are creating in your reality, and that makes you the magician. Like that makes you the magician of your own reality, because when you realize that you have this divine instrument that is your voice, that can literally help you come back to your heart at any particular moment, come back to this neutral space, come back to this space that's connected to the heart, to your authenticity, you are choosing to vibrate at your highest frequency, because the most magnetic frequency that exists is authenticity. And when we commit to this journey of really awakening to our voice, it's not, oh, I'm getting the goosebumps. It's not only about allowing ourselves to fully express ourselves, which of course is going to be part of the journey. And we're going to live these 7 days like feeling more confident in the way that we use our voice, we express ourselves, we sing like our hearts out, we express our desires, our needs, our boundaries with the world. It's it's about you really choosing. It's really you choosing the vibrations at which you decide to like live, and what is the reality that you get to choose. And this is the work that we are doing. It is about us fully choosing to stay in our power, to not be afraid that our expression is going to come across XYZ. Like we are just committing to this journey of awakening to our power and remembering the power that our voice has, despite how that lands on others, because we've already seen it, right? Like we've already been through all the initiations, we've already like received all the limiting beliefs about what was possible for us. Like since we were kids, we were told you cannot do this, you're too loud, don't do this, like you should be doing that, don't be a singer because you don't know how to like we've heard it all, right? We've heard it all, we've experienced it, we've like stored it in our bodies. Like our body even remembers, even if our mind doesn't. Like there's this sort of like conditioning in our subconscious, and we are choosing now to commit, to say yes to this highest frequency that we deserve and that we are here to embody. And only through attuning to a highest frequency we will be able to let go of all these limiting beliefs that somehow were encoded, or that maybe still live in our body and we don't realize, right? So like you committing to this 7 day challenge is you committing to stay in your power, to come back to your power, to come back to this like deep ancient remembrance that you are the channel. You've always been the channel, and you've always had everything that you need in order to step into this next level of embodiment, into this next level of confidence in your life, in your creative expression, in your business, like in your relationships, in all the different areas where voice is related, right? And I think that really literally touches everything, everything that has to do with our human experience. So we are just remembering, my loves. We are remembering. So Anna shares, oh, yeah, chills. Totally. My friends always told me I was the one that sang badly. Oh, feeling for you. Totally. I mean, how many of us have like received all these like limiting beliefs of what was possible for us in our expression? Like even myself when I was younger, so at home, for example, like all of my brother, like my brother and sister are amazing musicians. They've always sort of like sang, they've always played instruments. But in my family there was this person that was my sister, who was the singer and the one that was supposed to sing, and like I was left to be the dancer. So I've always had this sort of like as well this limiting belief about what was possible for me, and like until I didn't fully step into this desire of mine to become a singer, to become a voice alchemist, and to support other women into unleashing their voice in the same way that I was initiated to do, you know, I didn't fully claim what was there for me, like this magic, all the alchemy that we had gone through in terms of our expression and using our voice, it hasn't been in vain. Like we're remembering our power. We just forget and we're coming back to it now. And that is the magic of, yes, I see like all the coding and all the programming that I've received, and I choose not to be determined by it. And by tapping into your voice, by tapping into your expression and deciding to act differently, to use your voice consciously, to be aware of these codes that need to come through you and like literally be shared with the world, you are deciding differently, and you're just deciding to just freaking be yourself and like claim whatever you desire. Use your voice to claim what you desire. This is what we're all doing here, right? And that is the magic. And also my music teacher that failed me, this marked me totally. So many memories from when we were kids at school. I'm excited to awaken my voice during these 7 days together. Love. Hello, Max, beautiful. Welcome to this space. Mm, I come from a family of musicians, and I always felt like the one that can sing the least. Wow, totally, totally. I didn't even see your comment, and like it was like literally what I was sharing now. Yeah, when you're like in a sort of like family setting and you're the one that has this like they kind of like put you in a box, right? Of like you are the one that's good at that. Like it could be like you're the good at maths and like nothing else is possible for you. And then you sort of like subconsciously like grow up and raising this standard of okay, if I'm only good at this and I've only been validated by doing that and being good at that means that probably I cannot like work to actually become a master on something else. So that's why like just leaning into work, into the vocal work and really awakening to our voices, we're awakening to our true power to become really the creators of our reality and finally go after what we desire. Because how many of you have like ever had this like dream of being on stages, like being on stages I can see some smiles, being on stages and like be it for creative purposes or maybe just to share your story, to share like the journey you've been going through. Like have you ever dreamed to be on a stage sharing your voice, like singing, expressing yourself, creating, maybe like creating like performance plays, like there's like creativity in so many forms that could be expressed, right? But how many of you have felt and have desired at some point in your life or when you were kids and like dreamt of being a singer? Like there's so many of us that have had this sort of like dreams at some point in our lives, and because of all these conditionings we kind of like forgot that these were our heart desires. But now we are remembering, because once you tap into this reality, actually you can get to choose whatever identity you want at every single now moment. So you can all get to choose right now to become singers, and you can make it happen. You can freaking make it happen in the same way that I claimed like 2 months ago I'm going to be a voice alchemist mentor. Like, this is what I'm here to share. My medicine is my voice, and I freaking own this. You can do the same at any time in your life. We'll meet on stage. I love that. So Anna, I did theater performance for 10 years and always desired. I knew how to sing totally, totally. And you are, I mean, Anna, let's be clear here. Like you claimed something like a while ago, not that long ago. I feel like maybe you can use your voice to share it here. I'm not gonna be the one to do it, but it feels like like so many of us are now like choosing differently and deciding, okay, I actually have this desire and I'm just gonna go after it. What does it take? Okay, it takes like the subconscious reprogramming. It takes a practice. It takes like leaning into particular like techniques, practices that awaken to something in particular. Okay, you need to sort of like be good at or like practice to actually like master. Like it takes a couple of things that you can start committing to doing now, right? And this is what we're gonna be doing through this 7 day. I'm not gonna say that if that's not aligned for you and you haven't had that desire to become a singer in 7 days, that doesn't have to be the goal here, no? But if there has ever been this sort of like desire inside you, I really invite you to use your voice and claim it and sort of like put it out there, because that is also your power to speak things into existence. And the fact that we are also going to be journeying together for these 7 days, this also creates this energetic portal for us to expand our intentions and to really be clear on what is it that we want to work on, right? Well, like, what is this desire that I have? What is it that I want to expand with my voice? and just by putting words into it and sharing with the sisters, it's like this sort of like accountability that takes place, and all of us, we keep each other accountable in this journey. So there's the magic as well. So I totally, yeah, no, let me see.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
before I go, because I have to go, but I want to claim it out loud with you all as well. So I'm so excited to be in this challenge with you all, and I am now a singer, and I'm committing to practice and be able to be on stage and sing my song, and I want to be able to improvise and share my poetry and just literally like from my heart and not having my mind, and be able to play my drum and coordinate. And I'm really excited for these next 7 days, and love you all, and I'll see you on Telegram. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Georgina, for
Thank you, Anna, for using your voice. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. You know it's gonna happen. It's already here, and we're just doing the little steps that it takes to get there. But it's already a reality because you already claimed it, and you're an embodiment of your desires already. So it's so happening. Yeah, I'm so excited. Thanks for joining, love. I hope it goes well. The call you have now. Okay, I'm gonna keep on reading you here. So Leah, oh yes, that's me, but I fucked up on stage and then I never went back on stage. Haven't sung solo for more than 30 years. Wow, that's amazing. Definitely meet on stage like all of us. All of us belong there, my loves. I am committing to practice. I always wanted to be on stage, Max. I love everything you're saying. Yes. Love it, Manny Gen power right there. I love it. Yeah, I feel we have all like money generators energy. It's very present in the room. So my loves, wow, I love how Anna shared that as well, and I want to sort of like reflect a little bit on that because literally like Anna as well came from these like sort of like experiences in her childhood where a lot of like different voices from the outside, which by the way, it's always a reflection of the inner world. We know like as without, so within, like we know, but like she had like all these sort of like energies around her that sort of like limited her in her own expression and what was possible for her. So like she received like all these voices, the music teacher saying, oh, you're never going to be able to attune, oh, you're never going to be able to sing like at the same time that you follow a rhythm. Like all of this gets ingrained in our subconscious mind, and it actually like gets to a point where it also affects like many in many different areas of your life, right? Because it's like, okay, I haven't been able to do this when I was a kid. I was not validated, I was not loved by like being this expression of myself that just wanted to sing. Like we just want to sing, we just want to be ourselves, we just want to like become our most like expansive version of ourselves. And then we get like all these voices of like the restrictions and the fears and the insecurities coming up. And what happens is that we start creating an identity right on that. And what I feel like is going to be happening over the 7 days that we're going to be sharing together in this journey is that like get ready for a lot of like preconceived ideas about what you think it's possible for us to get some sort of to get dissolved. Like we will be breaking down a lot of barriers that we have put in ourselves, in the way that we express ourselves, in the way that we use our voice. So also like a disclaimer here to like be open to be challenged and be open to feel into the resistances that come up when you are doing something that you're not used to do, that maybe like brings up some sort of like memory from the past. Like just you're gonna be held, you're gonna be loved in this space, but there's gonna be this element of let's freaking do this, let's explore what happens when we show up differently, let's explore what happens when we use our voices maybe to sing and do something different. And let's just get playful, like let's get our inner child out there to play a little bit. And let's remember that this is the energy that will help us like make it through all the challenges and all the different like initiations that we go through. So let's remember, right, that we all sang when we were kids, and we didn't no one taught us how to do it, in the same way that no one taught us how to dance, no one taught us how to be ourselves, because we've always known, and now we're just coming back to that remembrance and reawakening all those codes. So when we say like we are awakening to our voice, what we are doing is actually just getting rid of all the limitations that we have put in our expression that were already there, awakened, and they were already embodied when we were kids. Okay, so like approach this journey as well with this energy of let's play, let's see what happens when I do something that maybe feels a bit edgy, or feels like so weird because I've never done this, I've never done this practice. And let's get ready to also like be challenged in that way. And as we all know, like we are, all the women here in this space right now are entrepreneurs. We are showing up. We are constantly being initiated in the woman that we truly are, right? In our mission to actually step up into this message that we are here to share, this mission that we're here to embody. So we are all constantly, like, we're so used to being in the discomfort space, right? Of doing things that don't feel that comfortable, or they could feel expansive, but we know it's like an initiation, an alchemy that we have to go through in order to become this highest version of ourselves and finally step up into our mission, into our soul's path. Leah, my love, go ahead.
Thank you. Something came to my mind that I wanted to share with all of you. As you know, I'm in Mexico, and there was this little girl walking on the street when I passed by, and she was all in her expressive mode, like singing and, like dancing a little bit, and she didn't care at all what anybody around her thought. So this is us as little children, and I feel that's so powerful to dive into that again, like layer by layer, shifting all these things that we were prohibited to do, to express, and so on and so forth, and just expressing all of us, and not caring what other people think. And this little girl really opened my heart, and I see her over and over again, and I'm always reminded, you still got that little girl inside, like let her play, let her live, let her be expressed. And it's just so beautiful, right? So thank you also for doing this work, and for reminding us all that we have the permission slip to express all of ourselves. And this is when we really get embodied and live the way how it was meant to be, right?
Ah, Jo, thank you so much for that share. Honestly, the kids are such like big masters, like teachers. They just remind us of where we're not allowing ourselves to fully be ourselves. It's like it gets to be that easy, no? And I don't know if that resonates with you, but like all of us being in the some sort of like in the health and coaching industry, what you realize is that when you look around and you see like, whoa, people that made it, that are successful, what do they have in common? What they have in common is that they are a freaking embodiment of their most authentic self. And that just has a very different like image and sound and melody. Like all of them separately are singing their own song. Maybe they don't have anything in common in the way that they express themselves, in the way that they show up, how they dress, how they communicate, how their voice sound. Like, on paper it looks like they have nothing in common. But when you start seeing the common denominator, what you see is that they have learned the art of not giving a fuck about others, about what others think about them and their expression. And this is the sort of like confidence that comes up when you go into this journey of tapping into your voice, but in not only validating it, but actually like embracing it, celebrating it, expanding it, and do, of course, the inner work that it takes for you to fully show up and own the magic, own the medicine, own the message that you're here to express, own the melody that you are singing every time that you just like use your voice. Talking about like physically singing and metaphorically, right? Because from a metaphysical point of view, all of us, like, I love to always share these visuals, so I want to bring it here as well so we can all like have that in mind. Like if humanity is a whole orchestra, like each one of us is a particular instrument. I'm just getting the goosebumps. Like Leah, you may be a flute and you're here to like play a specific part of this play that is called humanity, right? Katie, you're here maybe to play like a bass, and this is gonna be needed for the also like the higher pitch like sounds to sound good and have like that sort of like bass. Max, maybe you're here to do the solo at particular points, and that is like just something that will bring like a sort of like playfulness and newness to this melody that we are all creating. And it's really like coming into terms, like really tapping into your own instrument. What is this unique expression that you are here to share with the world? And no one can do that for you. This is something that only you can commit to unleash. Like no one can come and say, oh, you have to sing this way. Oh, you have to live on this purpose. You have to go onto this path. Of course, there's going to be guides in this journey that will point you towards the direction that intuitively they feel it's the right one for you. But only you know ultimately what are the codes, what is the magic, what is the essence that you are here to expand and to be an embodiment of. And really like connecting with this energy of the inner child is like this remembrance of who we truly are, because there were no filters, there were no conditionings. We already knew what we wanted to manifest, what we desired to live in this lifetime, right? So like tapping more into this playfulness energy of, okay, this is what I do just for the joy of being. This is how I would talk if I was not afraid of coming across like this or like that. This is how I would sing right now. This is how I would walk on the street if I knew that no one's gonna judge me. No, there's so many layers to our expression and to how we use our voice. So this very profound work, and I'm so excited to be bringing the inner child medicine, because I truly believe this is how we heal humanity. Just remembering that we are all free to be ourselves, to express ourselves, and that anything that's not related with that joy of being alive and that joy of singing and that joy of expressing ourselves is just not in our highest like alignment. So it's something that is watering down our message somehow. So we're gonna be diving a lot into that remembrance and just spotting what are the things that come up every time that you want to do something and you're like, okay, I'm in the supermarket. What if I want to start like singing here? What if I want to start singing? What if I want to start like, I don't know, dancing? Have you ever sang? Have you ever danced in a supermarket? I'm curious to know. Yeah, I can see so much. How good it feels, right? Like how good it feels to just be an expression of yourself at every single moment. Like we're just becoming like glitches in the matrix, right? Every time that we do something like that, because we're just being mirrors to what is possible for others, like the joy that other people could also be living, no? And they could also embody. But yeah, for these conditionings and for taking life so seriously and ourselves so seriously, we forget that we have that medicine always within, and that we always have the power to shift like a day, a reality, with just one smile, with just one song that we can start singing anywhere. And that is so magical to remember. And that's why I'm so excited about this work, because it really connects you with something that no one can take away from you, right? Like when you are so tapped into your unique code, your unique expression, no one, nothing can take that away from you. So there is nothing more magnetic and more powerful than you owning your song, like owning the melody that you're here to sing, owning your authentic expression, because this is something that you will always hold dear to your heart. And whatever happens around you, whatever other people say around you, whatever projections that come up when others see you in your power, your expression, in your radiance, nothing is going to make you wobble, because you will be so true to yourself, so embodied in what is this medicine that you hold, that literally you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable, and you're being part of like the planetary healing. So to me, like attuning to this highest frequency all the time is just, as I said earlier, it is one of the biggest services that we can pay to humanity, to healing the planet right now. And that is why I'm so excited about this work that we're going to be doing, because this is just the start of like this ripple effect that you never know. It's impossible to know exactly how far and how deep it reaches, because it has an impact that we cannot fully see. But it only takes one woman to awaken to her voice to create a revolution. It only takes one woman to awaken to her voice to create a revolution. And this is something I really want us to like tap into, because there is nothing more powerful than a woman remembering her power to express herself, to be herself, to claim her desires, to speak them into existence. There is nothing more powerful than that. And this is what we're going to be doing. I'm so excited. I'm just reading the chat here. I dance in supermarket. Yay, Max. Honestly, it's the best thing. Like, I don't know what supermarkets have for me, but every time I go to supermarket, I behave like a child. I don't know if it's like the sort of like the trolley, or like I just start like doing a lot of like funny weird thing, and I love it because it feels like I'm creating a glitch in the matrix, and it feels so good. So good. I love how we are part of an orchestra. Yes, I always thought that we are one. That's it, one big symphony of souls, and we all play the most amazing music together. That's it. That's it. And that's why like it only takes one person to attune to his like to the highest frequency, their most authentic frequency, to be a mirror to what is possible for the rest and to be this inspiration. And then all of us find our own ways, no, our own unique codes, our own expression. What is this message that we want to and feel the desire to express, and how? And then we start creating this ripple effect that goes so beyond ourselves. When being high or drunk, I love that. No, I'm challenging myself to be fully expressed sober. Yeah, that's a good intention. Amazing, love. So yeah, we were just talking about intentions here. So I really want us as well to tap into the intentions that we have for this week, and what is it that like led us to this space to say yes, to awaken to our voice and to our creative expression. So I would like for you to just take a moment to close your eyes here, like take a comfortable seated position, be it in your chair, on the floor. And I want you to just like take a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, using your voice to liberate whatever is in your system that you don't need anymore. Deep breath in. Out, out, out. And from here, I invite you to visualize a picture of yourself when you were 4 years old. See that picture like you're holding it on your hands. What was her expression? What was she wearing? What was she doing in that picture you're holding? Now I want you to imagine that you have the power, you have the ability to literally penetrate to that moment in time that was captured in that picture. Like you're just entering the time space when you were 4 years old. Take a deep breath and step into that moment in time. And just see how your younger self, your inner child, was there, just smiling in front of you, having the best time of her life. Being so connected with joy, being so connected with the joy of being alive, and the joy of just being. Now see how she grabs your hand and you start just jumping together, you start moving. She starts to pull you to one side, running from one corner to the other, smiling, laughing, just playing. Witness her in her radiance, in her bliss. So connected to her heart. And now see how she stops gently and looks at you, grabs your other hand. Then you come closer to her. You look her into the eyes. And she starts whispering some words to you. Just listen carefully. What is this message that she is giving you today? And feel how these words penetrate directly into your heart as this deep remembrance of who you truly are. What is it that you came here to do? What is it that you came here to express and to embody in this lifetime? Now, when you receive that message, intuitively let it just settle in your body. And now you have the chance to ask her a question related to your authentic expression, your true voice in this planet, in this lifetime, in your mission, in your relationships, in your life. Ask her if she's got some advice or some words of wisdom that she can share with you so you can step into this more confident version of yourself that knows what she's here to express, what she's here to embody, and to share unapologetically with the world. Open your heart to receive this information, this message, this piece of advice, this remembrance from her. And ask her to help you remember. Simply ask her to help you remember. What is your true voice? How does your authentic expression look like and feel like? Now see how she smiles at you with this sweetness and this confidence, letting you know that you've got this. You're already showing up. You are already committed to your authentic expression. You are already doing it. Let that settle into the body. I feel the sensations of this deep remembrance, this beautiful moment shared with your younger self. Now I invite you to give her a big loving hug, saying thank you to her for helping you remember, for helping you remember how to awaken to your true voice. Now give her another smile with a lot of love. And now you can slowly go back to the place where you entered that time and space, this energetic portal. You can step out of that vortex and come back to the body. Maybe placing your hands on top of your chest, on top of your heart. Breathing in deeply, feeling all the sensations, this remembrance in your body, anchoring it. Exhaling it all out. Give yourself a big hug. Just a gentle hug. Like giving yourself as well the thank you, the gratitude for for being here, for being alive, for making this possible. Saying thank you as well to you for committing to awaken more of your uniqueness, of your magic, of your essence with the world. And very slowly, when you feel like you've already come back to the body, I invite you to gently open your eyes. Maybe do a little stretch. And I would really love for you to share, if you feel a call, what came up for you. What was this message, this remembrance that you felt you received, that you awaken, that it has to do with your expression, with your unique magic and codes that you're here to share with the world. I would love for you to maybe grab the mic and use your voice to start also like anchoring intentionally. What is it that you wanna awaken to, that you wanna remember, that you wanna like fully embody during this journey together? Yes, Leah, my love, go ahead.
Thank you. What a beautiful, beautiful exercise. I really, really enjoyed that. And my soul was kind of always ahead. What you were instructing us to do, it happened to me already a little bit beforehand. So that was really fascinating how we're all like connected in the quantum field and how information is transferred so quickly. Yeah, so I had this beautiful experience that my little self was actually jumping into me. So she got really reconnected with me in my center, and that was a huge activation for me because that's a homecoming, that's like a sense of completion, and that's just so beautiful and powerful. And the messages that I received were all about, like authentic expression, like you're enough, you don't need to do anything, just be yourself. And with that, you create those ripple effects. And she reminded me it's so much about, sensual expression and lust and pleasure and sexuality, and a lot about dancing and singing. All the things I already did when I was when I was little, right? Dancing and, lip syncing with, like Whitney Houston songs in front of the mirror, stuff like that, right? So yeah, thank you for providing this space for healing.
I love that. Thank you so much, Leah, for sharing. That's so wonderful. I mean, that's why I talk about it like a remembering, because we're just remembering what we already knew when we were kids. Like we were just like playing in front of the mirror, like yeah, like being the superstars that we dreamt of being, like so many of us, right? And it's like, well, we get to do that now. Like we get to experience that in our own unique way, in our own unique field, in our own unique expression. But it's the energy of taking the space, like taking up the space and being the at the spotlight, but not because of the ego wants it, but because we know that our light and our medicine is so big that it needs to have that impact to create a positive change in the world, to create this ripple effect of healing. No, it's like just also like reframing the way as well that we saw those desires, or that we've been programmed into what desire is. No, like back then we had that desire because we knew that it would be healing at a particular level, and we didn't understand. We thought that we were just wanted to be rock stars, but it was not about that, right? It was about really awakening to something very profound, very unique, that we were there to share with the world and to help the world heal. So that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Leah. Hello, Stabilit, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Thank you
Sorry,
for
I'm a bit
sharing,
late.
love. No worries, my love. You can catch the replay. We just went into a little meditation to connect with our inner child, to receive like messages that came through about our creative expression, our authenticity, so we could all remember what was this creative expression that we had like already embedded in our codes, in ourselves when we were kids, and that we're just now remembering through the voice and through our expression. So we were just sharing a little bit how the experience was, and what were the main takeaways that we all saw
Everyone got
and
thanked.
received. So, Katie, would you like to share what came up for you?
So for me, it was really funny because the little kid just said the little kid was really young, so was even younger than 4, and she said, "Say everything you have to say." So this was really a very a strong, powerful message, like it's like a must, nearly. And then it was more like either or run, like, and it felt like it's not worth it if you don't say everything you have to say. So I'm getting chills now. So, and it was really very powerful, like this idea of this need of expression, of pure, deep expression, and it's only worth it if you do it. Otherwise, just run, don't be there. It's not worth it. So this was the main message that came.
Oh, I'm getting all the goosebumps, Katie. Like, your inner self already knew, already had some big drops of wisdom for you, waiting for you to remember, right? Wow, that's very powerful. Thank you for sharing, Katie. Oh, okay. Wow, so good. Wonderful reminder for me as well. Thank you. Yeah, I think for all of us. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, love. Max, would you like to share a little bit about your experience takeaways as well? I don't know if Max is there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm here. I'm just gonna keep my camera off for a sec. Is that okay? I think the big takeaway was to remember that you're loved, because I think what happens to me is like there's still the fear of what if I fully express myself and express my truth, and that would lead to rejection like it has in the past by some people. So it's trying to get comfortable with the idea that regardless of me embracing who I am, like I'm still loved.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Hmm. Yeah, feeling into those words. They deeply touch me as well. Thank you, my love. Wow. Mm. Thank you for leaning in and sharing your hearts here. It really means a lot. And like all of you have spoken to different parts of all of us as well. So thank you for putting into words your truth, which is all our truth as well. Deeply touching for sure. Thank you, my loves, for sharing. So what I would like for you to do now is to like connect with each other now that we've sort of like received these codes and this wisdom, and we've like just remember a little bit what was this like authentic primal expression that we were here from the very beginning to embody. I would like for you to just connect with each other on breakout rooms and share a little bit more about what is the intention that you have for this space. What is the desire that you have for your voice? What is it that you desire for your voice to express that maybe you've seen some limitations or restrictions on when it comes to you using it, be it for singing purposes or being for your relationships to speak your desires, your boundaries, or be it just for like creative purposes like writing or creating in many other ways. So what is your desire for your voice to do? What do you desire in a week time to have accomplished when it comes to you using your voice? And also share with each other, what is this new edge? What is this next level of confidence and embodiment when it comes to you using your voice? There's always this like next thing that we know that feels so edgy and it feels so scary to do. Maybe it's like putting a boundary with someone. Maybe it's expressing a truth with someone that we've been holding on from doing for a very long time. Maybe it is like singing more in front of other people in the supermarket if you feel like it. That's like a good exercise. Maybe just like yeah, showing up on Instagram, like just dancing, like, or singing, or just being more of yourself, or like making jokes on spaces that maybe like you have these voices of you shouldn't be like that, like funny, or that yourself, or whatever it is. But like, what is this next edge that you have already identified that you would like to sort of some sort of like transcend or overcome, and that you would like to sort of like put your energy into actually yeah, like just overcoming it, like transcending it. So I really want you to share with each other, yeah, your intentions. What is it that you desire to accomplish with your voice, and what is this next edge in your expression that you desire to conquer? Okay, so I'm gonna be creating the breakout rooms, and we're gonna be having around probably like 10 minutes so you can share with another sister, and then we're gonna be shifting as well. So yeah, take some time to just to share, and I'm gonna be just sending you messages to let you know how much time is left. But yeah, I really desire for you to connect with each other, and to share a little bit more about your journeys, and also like use, like actively and consciously use your voice to set the intention, like just imagining this voice as also like the portal for manifestation that it is, and really using it consciously. And as you say it, like know that your cells are listening, and the quantum is co-creating that reality with you already. Okay, so also like use it as a space for psychomagic where you're already like creating this, co-creating this reality with life. Okay, so also like be like putting a lot of intention and conscious love to every single word that you use, and from what space you are also sharing it. So we're gonna be practicing as well that self-awareness, and yeah, my love, just connect with each other, and yeah, use a space to also set the intention for the journey ahead. So I'm gonna be putting breakout rooms here. Amazing, lovely. So I'm gonna be adding you to the different rooms, and I'll see you in 20 minutes, my loves. Enjoy. Hello, welcome back. Hi, my loves. Welcome, welcome. Yay! I love seeing you all smile. How was it? Who would like to start sharing a little bit? What came up? What were the main takeaways? What is it that you shared about your next edge of embodiment and confidence in the use of your voice? I would love to hear. Who would like to start? So nourishing, Max. Oh, love to hear that. Max, do you want to start since you already like shared on the chat? Come on, girl. Use your voice. We love it.
Hi. I just I just felt it's how do I say, it feels like it's so important to voice your voice in front of other people. And I feel like that's, if we talk about connection, I mean, that's where it the the voice really comes alive when there's other people present. So that's, I think, one of my like takeaways from chatting to Elizabeth and Leah, was that as you were able to converse, is that the voice takes power in you, and by the voice taking power, you're standing in your own power more. So I really love connecting.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. That's such a powerful pearl of wisdom that you dropped there, man. It's profound. Beyond profound. Gosh, I'll need to like watch the replay again and like just again like listen to those words, because I feel like you're distilled like literally the reason why we are doing this word here. You know, we're not awakening to our voice only for ourselves. We are awakening to our voice for the entire planet. You know, this is the power that we hold, and it is our responsibility as well, right? To like stand in that power, to use our voice to impact positively the life of the people around us. Like, we don't sing our song just because it feels good. And of course, it is important to feel good and to connect with that joy of just like being yourself and being in your radiance and expressing yourself. But we do it for something higher, because there's this higher force that comes through us and asks us to awaken to that voice, to awaken to that power. Like, it is like a calling, no? It's something that emerges from the depth of your soul, and it's like constantly asking you, like, do this, do that, like sing this, express this, speak that desire, voice that to this person, express your truth, like let this be like the force that moves, you know? And wow, yeah, those words were really touching. So thank you for sharing, Max. That was powerful. And I wanted to ask you, what is your next edge when it comes to you using your voice as well? Did you have a chance to share that with the sisters?
Yes. For me, the next edge is, it's like I feel like there's two sides of it, which is, one is when it comes to my writing, I'm still kind of lukewarm with my voice because I don't want to turn people away. So one thing is like really say what I want to say and write when I want to say it. And the other thing is I really want to get back into singing. I really want to not really train the voice and really feel it and speak it with like power and buoyancy, instead of just assuming that it's there. Because if you assume that something is there, it's going to vanish very quickly, and you can see how like raspy I am. So it's definitely something I have to work on.
Oh, amazing, beautiful intention set. The seed has been planted. Let's do what it takes now to see it flourish, and we're gonna be witness of that. So I cannot wait for this awakening for yourself as well, Max. That's so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Who would like to share next? Who's feeling the call? Come on, grab the mic, use your voice.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. So the baseline basically was authenticity. And we were talking about resistance towards sharing something and filtering ourselves when it comes to other people. And that it's actually a very beautiful perspective to just do it for you, express it for you. It wants to come through you, and don't do it like with the intention for anything else, but just to be self-expressed. And this takes off a lot of pressure. Because I remember as a child, I was sitting in front of like my mirrors that I could flap open, and there was like hundreds of me's, right? And I was like the moderator in the middle. And I was just freely expressing, right? And they were all my witnesses, yeah? And I didn't have the feeling I was taking up too much space, or, you know, like it was just about expressing myself. And I feel like that's a good good way of looking at it, especially in like the social media world where we want to make this impact and I don't know, convert and whatever, invite people, but to really stay here in our most expressed version just for ourselves is very powerful and takes off the pressure. Yeah.
Thank you for that powerful reminder. We're doing it for ourselves, of course, because in the end, there is no such thing as separation anyway. So, like, when you do something for yourself, you're ultimately doing it for the whole planet, right? So, we're making ourselves a favor as we are also like being at a higher service for the whole of humanity, you know. And it's like it's such a beautiful perspective. It's so important to take into account. So thank you so much for sharing it, love. I really appreciate it. And what is your next edge when it comes to you using your voice and expressing yourself?
Actually, as a sacral being, honoring my yeses and my nos, because there are still like this people pleasing tendency of easily saying yes, yes, of course. And that I really feel into it. Is this a yes or is it a no? And then unapologetically express the no. This is my next edge.
Ajo, sister, saying more no's so the yes can come in. Love that. Love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna be using a lot of our voices to say no to when things are full body no this week. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be invited to do a lot of that. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much, my love, Leah. Katie, would you like to share next?
Right now, I just feel all the important things were said already. But for me, it was a lot about expressing the real you. So it was like a lot of authenticity as well. But it's more than that. It's more let it shine out. And instead of filtering it out or watering it down, and and doing this consistently over time, not just one time, but just taking this as a philosophy in life, like something you do every day. And my next edge is just implementing this on social media because being here is an edge already. Working, talking in groups is already a bit edgy for me, but I think the real edge is social media. So where I don't see the impact, and it's really, I think it's the art of embodying, not giving up. Peep. And I think this is probably my next edge that I have to implement, and more than that, that I want to declare that I want to implement. So I think this is a difference for me.
Yay! Thank you so much, my love. I celebrate you for being here and for voicing the resistance as well and the edge, right? That you may be feeling just like leaning into doing this work. And that is when like everything started to change. Like you just see the resistance and you just lean in anyway and you commit to do it anyway. And you have the space now to commit for 7 days at least. So already that's like gonna be a start for you to okay, let's lean into it. Okay, I'm feeling the resistance. What is it? I'm gonna voice it. I'm gonna share it with another sister. Another sister is gonna share something else that will resonate with you, and we will just like create this vortex of energy, of resonance, and that will really help us like expand beyond what we can even comprehend in the way that we show up, in the way that we record ourselves, in the way that we share our message in social media, or the way that we express ourselves like singing. Like all of it is gonna come together perfectly in each one of you in your own journeys and in the way that you desire and that you need, right? That you feel like it's the next edge of your expression. So I'm so happy for you, and I cannot wait to see you as well, like leaning in and like blossoming during this week, because there's gonna be as well a lot about okay, taking up space and like sharing our beauty and being seen in our radiance and like seeing the reflections, knowing each other. So there's gonna be a lot of magic and a lot of breakthroughs that I feel are gonna be coming through from that front as well. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for you. Thank you so much for sharing, Katie. And would you like to share a little bit, Estivalit, as well?
Yes.
For me, like for Katie, it's a real big challenge just to be here. Yeah, I told Max and Katie, which were the people I spoke with, that I felt like they need to like turn off the computer like during the 10 minutes that I've been here. So just to be able to be in my body and feel comfortable and face whichever feelings I am, whichever resistance I am getting. So I feel I'm a bit behind than the rest, but yeah, I'm on the way. And it's very nice because when you face it, you see that you don't feel so alone. You feel like there's more people facing these challenges, and yeah, you're not feeling so weird and so like different from the rest of the world. So I really appreciate it. They both tried to give me some advice. So thank you very much. And yeah.
Thank you, beautiful. Thanks for the reminder that we don't have to do this alone, and that's why these spaces and sisterhood exist, and that is the magic of the quantum field that we create, because we're just like this reflection to each other of like, it's not about like being behind or being like somewhere higher or lower. It's just like we all have our own divine timing, our own divine unfolding, and just trusting as well that you are already like where you have to be right now, and like you're just seeing like other fractals of yourself being expressed in different ways, but it's just like different possibilities of what could be possible for you, no? And really important to like not feed that perspective of, oh no, I'm not there yet, or like maybe that's not where you have to be. Maybe your path is different, and your journey to get where, you know, in a way, in a place that will feel more authentic to you, will look completely different, and maybe you're not gonna get there. It's gonna be something else, but it will be perfect for you, no? And like reminding ourselves these, and not falling into that trap um of yeah, of being like in lower stages, or yeah, whatever like thoughts that could come up in the mind. You're super brave for leaning in, for being here again, for voicing the resistances, because it's not easy. It's not easy. And again, like I really want to like us to fully remember that we are not only carrying the somatic memory of our own life when it comes to us using our voices. We are here like doing this work and clearing out as well many lineages of women, of our ancestors, that could not express their voice, that could not show up like in their radiance, in their sensuality, in their expression, in their full light. And you know, we still carry that memory in the DNA. So there's like a lot of things, a lot of resistances, a lot of liberation that is happening as we are leaning into doing this work and sharing with other sisters. And it's so magical. It's so magical. And I admire all of you so much, honestly, for saying yes to doing this work, because I know how profound it is. This is not something I am holding space for like from the mind. Like I know, because I've been through all the resistances, and I still go through these alchemies on a daily basis, like of having to use my voice for what I desire and to show up authentically in my life and in my relationships. And we are so freaking brave. We are so brave. So let's not forget that we are honestly doing something that goes beyond ourselves, and it's gonna generate so much healing in like the future generations to come, you know, like we are doing it. And yeah, you're superstars. You are freaking superstars for doing this work. So I really see you, I honor you, and I love you so much, because oh gosh, I'm just getting on the goosebumps. We are creating a revolution here by tapping into our voice. We are creating a freaking revolution. So I want you to anchor that, feel that sensation in your body, like you are creating a revolution in your life just by saying yes to your authentic expression. Woo! Getting all the chills, Jesus. Oh, I love you so much. You're amazing. You're really amazing. And yeah, I cannot wait for the rest of the women to share their like as well, like what is this edge that they want to work on. We're gonna be tapping into Telegram and like sharing our takeaways as well from this session, if you feel the call, and really, you know, inviting the rest of the women to also share a little bit like where they are in their journey, so we can all also like create this echo and create this quantum field within all of us, and so we can embark this journey and do it, yeah, knowing that we are held, that we are safe to be ourselves here, to express ourselves, and there's always going to be this space in Telegram where you can go and like share any resistances that come up, any expansion, the growth, like the celebrations. Oh my God, I did this today and I voiced something that I was scared of voicing. Like, you know, that is a space where we can all go in and reflect on each other's journey and cheer each other up and know that we're not doing this on our own. Okay, so please use that space as well for your own like processing as well, liberation, and to really like, yeah, like keep anchoring these intentions that you have in the way you use your voice. Leah, go ahead, my love.
Thank you. I'm already practicing expressing myself freely here.
Love that.
I had another insight to what we were sharing before, why it's important to like really do it for you and express it freely through you. Because if you do it like with the intention for the others, there might be some expectation attached to that, some outcome and some, you know, that something comes back from your audience, from the others, right? So you're not actually sharing freely. And that blocks the flow. But when you are like really sharing it freely just for yourself, then you're in the giving mode. And then usually the universe answers with so much abundance, right? Because you're not doing it from a lack, but you're doing it from a point of abundance. And so much comes back to you. And this is when we usually create the biggest impact, when we don't do it with like an intention, that just through abundance of giving.
I love that. Thank you so much. Please, like, come in with all the breakthroughs and all the channelings and all of it. Like, this is the embodiment, right? Like, just using your voice to be this channel and become this divine instrument of wisdom and healing. So I love that. Please, yeah, keep doing that, Leah. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing it. Ay, ajo, ajo, ajo. Wow. Well, we almost made it to the end of the session, but I feel like we should just end up by, again, like just using our voices together. This time I want to do an experiment. I don't know how this will go because I've never sung with like other people in real life on a Zoom call, but I'm just feeling the energy right now to explore how this lands. So are you in? Are you in to just, yeah, come in, unmute yourself, and we can just sing the song that we started to sing at the beginning. And yes, Leah's excited. And yeah, like let this also like be the sort of like the anchoring of these intentions of these like qualities that we want to embody, that we want to awaken to, like all these codes that we've received today, that we've remembered, the intentions that we have planted. Let's, you know, let's put it all into this quantum field of energy that we're going to be creating now with our voices. And let's end on that note, on really like remembering that, yeah, we're doing this just to remember the joy of being alive, my love. Like as Leah was sharing, like we are doing it for ourselves because this is our highest service, to become full expression of the joy that we are and like the beauty and the love that we are. And then from there, it's just trusting that what you are creating with your voice, what you are singing, what you're expressing is literally like helping others, because if it's helping you, it's going to help others. And that is the real impact that we are here to create in our businesses and in our lives, no? And we are sharing this truth of ours. We first of all do it for ourselves because we know it's something burning inside that needs to be shared out, but then we trust that this is also affecting, right, like positively creating that impact. So now with the voice, let's set that intention to really start awakening to its healing powers. And of course, throughout the week, I'm going to be sharing practices that we can lean into, that you can implement into your day-to-day life, to more, you know, to open more of your throat chakra, to your expression, to the expansion and the power that your voice holds for you. But you know, right now, let's do it for the sake of just remembering that we are here, that we have a beautiful voice, and that this voice that we have is something that we're here to enjoy for ourselves first, and then the rest is just, it will come naturally, just natural consequence of the magic that we hold. So my loves, I'm gonna be putting this time so we can see each other as well, and we can like create this energetic feel, like singing together and singing each other voices. I'm gonna be putting the words of the song on the chat, and then yeah, I invite you to unmute yourself, and here I'm gonna be singing it for the first time so you can attune to the melody, and then I invite you to just like take a deep breath, like tap into your heart, and just allow your voice as well to come into the space. It is perfect as it is. It is beautiful as it is. It is just divine. Like really tap into the divinity of your voice, my love. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this together. And then, yeah, we're gonna be planting the seed for this 7-day journey ahead. So, my loves, let's take a deep breath together, inhaling through the nose, inflating our belly, relaxing our body. I'm gonna be singing it first. Earth is my body, water is my blood. Air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Come on. Earth is my
My
body,
body,
water is
water
my
is my
blood,
blood,
air is
air
my
is my
breath,
breath,
and fire is
fire
my
is my
spirit.
spirit.
Earth is
Earth
my
is my
body,
body,
water is
water
my
is my breath,
blood, air is
air
my
is
breath,
my breath,
and fire is my
fire is my
spirit. Keep going.
spirit.
Earth is
Earth
my
is my
body,
body,
water is
water
my
is my
blood,
blood,
air is
air
my
is my breath,
breath, and fire is my
fire is my
spirit. Now sing
spirit.
louder. Earth is
Earth
my
is my
body,
body,
water
water
is my blood, air is my breath, and fire is my spirit. Open your arms, hear you singing. Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and
is
fire is my
my
spirit.
spirit.
Earth is my body, water is my blood, air is my breath, and fire
Fire
is my
is my
spirit.
spirit.
Amazing! Well done, Queen! So proud of all of you. I hope that felt amazing. I'm like feeling all the energy. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you so much and so grateful to be guiding you on this journey. Please feel free to drop into the chat on Telegram, like share what's alive within you after sharing this space. What were your main takeaways? If you want to also use your voice, like writing, what is the intention that you set for the week? You can use the sister minding as well chat on the Telegram. Feel free to use it. Use your voice to express whatever is coming up for you during this week. I will be sharing amazing practices there so we can all be supported in really awakening more of this expression that doesn't give a about anything, so we can fully become this magnetic version of ourselves. So yeah, feel free to drop in there whatever that's coming up for you. I love sharing space with you. Thank you so much for opening your throats, your hearts, like all of you in this space. I feel super honored and I cannot wait to jump on this quantum journey together, my loves. Let's freaking do this. Let's awaken to our voice. This is just the beginning and I cannot wait to witness you rise in your divine expression. I love you loads. Have an amazing evening. Bye bye bye. Love you.
Bye bye. Love you too.
Bye, bye bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, everyone.